The first time there's a red flag or a problem with the project, I would say if I had to point out something, the first time there's a problem in the project, then they're the ones who say stop, there's a problem or something can go wrong here. Let's find a solution before this becomes a problem. I think that's one thing that really differentiates a good contractor from an average or a bad contractor.
Yotam, CFO of Royal Construction.
And Isaac, VP at Royal Construction. And welcome again to Beyond the Build, where we help homeowners make good decisions about their projects and give them the secrets and the tips behind the scenes of your construction project. Today, we're going to talk about how to find a good contractor, or what does it mean to be a good contractor.
Perfect. So, Isaac, I would like to start with maybe a story. If you can share with us a
Yes,
story,
of course.
something that you dealing with today that related to the subject. we speak
Exactly.
about.
Okay, so let's talk about things that can go wrong and that how we can differentiate good contractors from bad contractors. So I have a project right now when the architect
Is it
understand-
our architect? They came with a plan.
The client brought their own architect. Thank you for the clarification, not our architect. They brought an architect in and they got the permit. They got to us with the permit set. So a lot of you viewers in the house, many times you might decide to work with an architect, get a plan. A lot of the time clients come to us already baked. They have the plan ready. I just want you to execute, which is great because that means we can start building
Immediately.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes clients come without anything, but that's not the case here. So the client came to us. They had a set of plans. They had everything. We did a review, but it was permitted and stamped by the city, and everything was great. We finished foundation. We started working on the plumbing, and we saw on the plans that was a mistake by the original architect where he put a grinder pump in the wrong location. Okay, a grinder pump when you're building on a hillside basically grinds all the sewage and then sends it into the main sewer line. And he put it in the wrong location. It not only in the wrong location, in order to install it in that location, we need to put it 9 feet in the ground, which how are you going to service it, access it? If you have a problem, you're screwed. Okay, so the architect didn't know what he was doing. Passed it on to the city. The city missed it because it was such a small detail. He didn't do a full plan for it. The city missed it and put a stamp on it. We got stamped plans. And now there are two ways about it. Okay. If I wanted to screw over the client, I would follow the plans, which is what I'm contractually obligated to do, and then not pass inspection and then overcharge to fix that. But a good contractor will stop before the problem, give you the options, and then help you mitigate the situation to find the best solution for you. So what we actually did, we stopped construction because we had no other choice, even though the client was super pissed at us, but we are always taking care of the client first. I don't care about the architect. I don't care about the city. We don't even care about the timeline right now. We want to make sure the client is getting a good project done. So we stopped the project. We went to the city to speak to a supervisor that he told us that the location is not good. We are bringing an inspector on site that they will tell us the location is not good. And then we're going to take it to the original plan checker, even though we didn't do the permits, to tell us that the location is not good. This way, we are showing the client that really everybody up to here dropped the ball, and we are here to take care of the clients. Because once this is resolved, we are now going to be able to save the clients tens of thousands of dollars to find the right location for this pump, install it there, and then not have issues 10, 15, 20 years from now. So that story is really what you want to look for in a contractor. They will always put you first. That they will always, the first time there's a red flag or a problem with the project, I would say if I had to point out something, the first time there's a problem in the project, then they're the ones who say, stop, there's a problem or something can go wrong here. Let's find a solution before this becomes a problem. I think that's one thing that really differentiates a good contractor from an average or a bad contractor?
So I always recommend, no matter what, for client to take couple of different estimates and to do their homework. So the homework, of course, when you are calling the contractor to see that he have the standard things, to see that you have the license, to make sure you have insurance, to make sure you have a workers comp,
Bond.
bond, to make sure that is legit contractor.
But even shitty contractors have that. So how
Yeah,
do you go
yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah.
next
So this is kind of the basic
Okay.
things. I believe a lot in energy, and I believe that many of the times you will feel. So as to homeowners, when they take the estimates, they bring the contractor to their house, and they sit in front of the contractor. And I would recommend to maybe do a list of questions, things that important for now. For every person, it's different. I have clients that want to get updates every day, and I have clients that want to get updates once a month because they are very, very busy. They leave us the key. They go to live in another house for 6 months, and they want to focus in their own thing. So I believe that the connection that you have with the contractor is super important. You
So
need to
trust your intuition.
you need to feel comfortable with him because in a big projects, you basically it's kind of it's a wedding. It's like a wedding that you are connected with the client. The contractor and the client are connected. There is surprises. There is times of things unexpected. And
But I'm
you
going to ask you hard questions though. Okay? Because we know in our industry there are a lot of people who are charming, they're amazing, they're like sweet talkers.
Mhm.
Like we've seen them go into homes and then drop a project after 2 months, and
Correct.
like so, and they have license, they have that makes them good salespeople. How do
Correct.
we differentiate good salespeople from good contractors? Because a lot of crappy contractors have great salespeople.
Yes. So
to-
I believe that it's kind of the foundation. If you don't feel good energy with him
so
and you
from the
don't feel
get-go,
good,
cut.
it's cut. Yes, you're right. Those that you feel good connection with, it's kind of you drop all those in the start that doesn't have license, doesn't have insurance, doesn't have not legit. And then you move and you are drop those you don't feel comfortable with, you don't see that you can have connection with, because it will be time in 2 months that you will maybe fight a little bit, or you will have disagreement, and you need to feel comfortable with your contractor. So
100%.
and then you drop all those that you don't feel good. Now, from those you feel good, as you say, there is great salespeople that will charm you, and they have no idea what they're doing, or their intention is not as good. So yes, they have license, they have everything, but they will not honor everything they say. So you need to ask them those hard questions, questions like how they going to manage your project. Are they using subs? Are they using everything in-house? What they will do, what change orders can come, what unexpected scenarios can come, what is the timeline for the project, what is the payment breakdown of the project. For example, if he will tell you, oh, I need 70% of all the money in the start, it's a red flag. You need to know that the payment breakdown will be fair. There needs to be some of the last payment breakdown also only on achievements. You always, as a homeowner,
When you finish something, you pay for something.
yes, only when you pass inspection or whatever you are doing. So
And all that should appear in the proposal.
Correct.
Because if you have a lot of contractors will send you like a 2-pager for a $500,000 project, this is a red flag.
exactly. And so, as I say, you need to ask those questions. You need to make sure that after that, what he answer in those questions, it will appear on the contract.
Written proposal on the
And
contract.
you need to sign on that, and the contractor need to sign on that. And
And
then,
then one trick of the trade also, make sure that the person that signs the contract is the person you met with. A lot of the times people will come to your house and will give you ideas and everything, and someone else signs on the contract and you haven't met that person.
Right.
So that's also a little trick that you always need to pay attention
and
to.
usually it will say that it doesn't have the license, because in order to sign on a contract, you need to have a contractor license.
In California,
in
every
California.
person that comes to your house and talks about construction needs to have an HIS license, which is basically is allowed to sell construction.
Correct.
And every contractor must have the appropriate license to do the work.
Yeah. So yes, those things, and of course, still in my opinion, it will help you to figure out which one is yes or not. So all those things.
Okay, so we went through. We got a couple of proposals. We checked their license and we checked their bond, and anyone without it, we kicked out. Then we met and we liked 2 out of 4, and the 2 we checked, and they have great proposals. And then still, I have now 2. How do I know which of them is truly maybe just a average contractor? Okay, they're okay,
Yes.
and one is amazing. How can I differentiate between the 2? How do I know how to find that good contractor?
So of course you need to get the proposals, and you need to try to figure out, because like based on many things, it's gonna be, of course, also money and the amount that you pay will have value in that.
Okay, so your investment.
Your investment.
That's the next, because if one is 100,000 and one is 30,000, either one is overcharging or one is undercharging
Correct.
and gonna hit you. Okay,
Oh,
so
correct.
research
And
on the
those
pricing.
that sometimes the proposal that will come really low, it's also scary, because you want, as a homeowner, your contractor to make profit. Because if he's not making profit from your project, he might not show up. He might move
Shut down
to
the business.
shut down the business.
We've seen it happen
bankruptcy.
to we've seen it happen to a lot of clients. At
Yes.
least 30% of all clients started a project with someone else and ended up
Move.
moving to us
Yes.
because of contractor disappear. Contractor made a mistake in pricing, and now they want so much more money. Contractor shut down.
Yeah.
Contractor started sending one guy instead
Yeah.
of sending a full team. So
Yeah.
the project is taking almost 2 years instead of 6 months.
Yeah.
And then they switch companies.
Correct. And eventually, so let's say you look on those great proposal, and let's say it's very similar. It's very similar. He bringing you the same things. He bringing you the same things, and the difference is 10%. And you really liked 2 of them. A lot of things that usually homeowners not asking is how the actually work going to be managed. It's mean like what the actually way of communication during the process,
What
and
systems do you have in place?
what system you have in place. There is a lot of contractors that manage it, like
Notes on the phone.
notes on the phone, WhatsApp messengers, text messages, and a lot of things falling, and there is delays. People missed the inspection. People missed to order some materials. So we did those mistakes a lot in the past. Like we didn't have system in the first few years of our business because we didn't know. We didn't know it exists. But today for me, and I always share it with clients, the way of working. So we have a system. The clients have his own portal. He can see what are the next steps. He can see when is his next payment coming. He can write notes. He have a to-do list of him. It's mean like when you need to order windows, when you need to order doors.
Fixtures, yeah.
We have a to-do list that the clients can add. For example, hey guys, can 2 days no one came to clean the lumber or something like this, and there is garbage here, and the toilet is whatever. So this is our way of communication, because if you don't do that, you missing things. For example, and of course he have his own portal, but we have our own portal, because in the past I would schedule things with my workers or subs, and they needed to come on Monday, and it wasn't in a system. So I forgot to remind him the day before, and he forgot to come, and then the homeowner calling me, hey, no one came.
And I think the systems are a great indication, because systems in place mean cost money. That means the company is investing a lot of money into the systems. It usually shows that the company is here to stay. This is one of the great indicators, having like a great system in place. I would also add on top of it, social media. Social media is huge, because if the company or the contractor have a strong social media presence, he wants those good reviews at the end. He wants those good videos, those testimonials, the pictures. The more followers they have, the less they want to risk their reputation. So, like you said, good systems in place that we have, that like I have access, I can see the project from now until the end. I see the payments, I see how you guys are working, I see the names of everybody, I see the schedule.
Calendar, pictures,
and it costs,
updates.
we can say, like, I won't expose the pricing, but it costs tens of thousands of dollars to have systems like this in place. That's also a little bit of the difference between a cheaper contractor and a more average or more expensive contractor because they have that overhead to take care of you and
Correct.
make sure that they're going to stay, and their social media. I
Mm-hmm.
know that a lot of our business come from our social media.
A lot of.
If we have a 1-star review, or if we have a bad review, or if we have a client who put a bad testimonial, it hurts. It hurts a lot. So you know that that's like our certificate that will always come back and fix it, because we had clients who wanted to give us 1 star, wanted to kill us at some point. And then we came in because
And
it's
fix everything.
construction, mistakes are going to happen, surprises are going to happen, whether you're taking the most expensive company or your average Joe or your friend. Mistakes are going to happen, problems are going to arise, but it's how you approach to fix it. And those people became not only our top clients, they left us 5-star reviews everywhere. And I think one more thing is important: testimonials. Talk to past clients. That's so important. Talk to past clients and ask your contractor, don't give me your best clients, give me your worst clients. Give
Mm.
me those clients who actually had
Issues.
problems, issues, things went sideways, but then talk to these clients. And
Yes.
then those clients are going to give you the real truth. They're going to tell you like, hey, it sucked in the beginning. We had issues, we had surprises, we had delays, someone didn't show up, but the contractor came back, he fixed it, he was on top of it, he gave us a little reimbursement. And then that will help you in advance differentiate um, a good contractor from an average or a bad
Mm-hmm.
contractor. And I think those kind of like things are very, very important.
So, Isaac, what other suggestions, tip you can give to the homeowners on how to choose wisely?
So I will say this: a lot of the times, like up to when the work starts, everybody's perfect. Everybody's super responsive, everybody giving you solid answers. And then when the project starts, don't be afraid to stop a project early on if you don't get what you're looking for. A couple of red flags to pay attention to is vague answers. Hey, is the work starting this week? It might start this week. Maybe next week. We are still checking how the work should start. Hey, I saw we have a problem. How much is it going to cost me to resolve this? Don't worry. We're first going to take care of the problem, and then we're going to figure out how much it was, and we'll give you a fair price. Vague answers like this many times dictates or gives us a little bit of behind the scenes of something is fishy. Okay. If you have a problem, first I need to understand the problem, then I can price the problem, right? Then why not give the client the price before we start the construction? Or if I know nobody's coming today, why would I not tell you, like, hey, nobody's coming today, someone will be there tomorrow, and make sure that someone is there.
Mm-hmm.
Another way is that if I tell you something is going to happen, make sure it happens. If it doesn't happen, first time can be an accident, second time a fluke, third time and fourth time, okay, it's a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so mark that. And pressure strategies. Before you sign the contract, you're gonna have a lot of people. We've seen it. We even started back in the day. I work in a company like that
Mm.
before, but I didn't know that that's how it was. But pressure tactics. They're going to tell you, if you don't make a decision right now, prices are going to go up in 5 minutes. I have a promotion. I have a promotion for 2 people, and it's only for family. And I feel like we're family right now. So I can convince my boss that you are my brother and you'll get a 10% discount. Um, if you don't do it right now, the house can collapse. Mold, okay? This is the biggest thing in the industry. You have mold in the house. Yes, 100%. Mold is dangerous. You need to take care of mold as soon as possible. However, you'll see a lot of people come in. Oh my God, I'm not even willing to stay in the house. Let's do the meeting outside, because you have something like this on your wall. Black mold. Okay. Yes, again, dangerous, but those scare tactics and pressure tactics. If you, and your Tom, you said it beautifully. Feel, it feels when someone is pressuring you to do something, you'll feel if it's right or if it's wrong. And if it feels wrong, stop. Just say, like, hey, I need another few days to think about this, and meet with another person. Don't be scared of the tactics, and don't be scared. Yes, prices are going up. They don't go up from now. And if you don't sign in the
Yes.
next 30 minutes, prices already
Yes.
went up. Promotion is a hoax. Okay. Yes, there are promotions that companies are doing, but they're doing it and they're giving you 2 weeks to decide, 3 weeks to decide. not 5 minutes. And if you, oh my God, you missed the promotion. Contractors want your business. Make sure that you're not scared into anything. And even if you started the work, we've had many times where people were smart enough, clients of ours, that early on caught that their contractors are not delivering what they wanted,
Yeah.
and they fired the contractor early on. And like you said, payment breakdown needs to be in advance. That's why you're not paying 50% upfront, because what interest does the contractor have to come back?
Of course.
If his profit is 20% and he collected 50% of the money, he'd rather drop the project and keep the money than coming and finishing.
Correct.
So payment breakdown will give
Super
you that
important.
will give you that indicator that, okay, he's not overcharging me. Charging after steps were completed, then okay, then you always keep the power in your hands.
Yes.
So Yotam, any other tips, kind of like thinking out of the box?
Yeah, so there is two scenarios. Sometimes your contractor can be never available, and sometimes it can be too available.
Where he answers all the time, or he never answers, or he answers all the time.
If
The two
he's
sides of the spectrum.
never available, either that is a very small company, maybe he have only one crew and is always booked, and maybe he's okay with that, but this is also could be a red flag that your contractor never answer you, never available.
He's bad at communication. So.
Yes. Other option, other scenario, that if the contractor is always available
and can start the work whenever you want,
can start immediately, can start today, right now, in 1 hour, it will be guys. So this is also could be, now I will not say that all the time, but it could be a red flag. Maybe he doesn't have any other clients. He doesn't have the experience.
Exactly. Maybe he's new.
Maybe he's new. So this is, and I'm not saying it's always, but you need to check. You need to check on that. And maybe it's just, maybe he have a huge company with
and they have a million teams,
thousands of teams, and maybe it's amazing. But you need to check on those things. And like I say, you need to listen to your heart and to feel it, because I believe that connection with a contractor, you will just feel it. You will know that this is the right contractor for you. You will have the connection with him, and you can do amazing things with him.
I think that's kind of like, I think we covered most of the things of how to choose a good contractor, how to test a good contractor, and how to avoid red flags when it comes to bad contractors. And if you need advice, and if you have questions, even if you are out of state and you somehow saw the video and were interested, shoot us an inquiry and we'll do anything we can do to help you to avoid booking a bad contractor. And if you want to see a good contractor, you have one right here. So if you wanted to do a project with us, we would love nothing more than to help you with your project.
Thank you very much. I'm Yotam.
And thank you very much. I'm Isaac. And this was Beyond the Build.